Welcome to TICE. Today I have with me Mr. Saurabh Gupta. He is the founder and CEO of Verismart. Verismart is the blockchain technology behind Digiyatra, one of the largest DPIs in India. So, welcome Saurabh.
Hi, sister. Thank you.
So, Saurabh, before I really, talk about your startup, can you tell me how it really came into the being?
So I started my journey almost 13 years back. So it is more than a decade now. Uh, so it started always with a short things which you really like to do, your passion and the perseverance about bringing in a change. So I started. I was working in automobile tech, and in automobile tech, I represented India to US based DARPA Labs, which was the Autonomous Vehicle Challenge, which gave birth to all the autonomous technology across the globe. So I represented India, was working in AI, and then it kind of stuck with me that I want to pursue this thing full time. After that, I worked for an year in again GMR with airport technologies and all that stuff. But it kind of pushed me that I want to do something more and pursue my passion. So it started with that. I built my first venture, scaled it, and then sold it to a private equity fund based out of UK. I started my second venture just after a 6-month gap. I don't want to stop. I have a want to pursue that learnings and the passion of solving a problem. So with that thing, I started my second startup, which was around a process automation of bringing business online into a e-commerce setup. So that we ran it for 4 years. We scaled it for more than 42,000 e-commerce shops running on it as a SaaS platform. And then it got acquired by Times Group. And after that, I was, alongside discussing with my team, with my people, that with the learnings which we have achieved so far, what could be the, next problem statement with the same customer segment. So this is helping us to grow faster because we are just earlier we were solving one piece of the problem statement, and then we kind of zoom out, looked at the larger picture, and then now we are solving something which is problem at scale.
Okay. So, Saurabh, you mentioned about not just one but 3 ventures. So, मैं इससे ये अंदाजा लगा सकती हूँ कि आप एक serial entrepreneur भी हैं. तो कैसे आपकी ये जो entrepreneurship की journey है ये शुरू हुई, and why you really chose entrepreneurship over a regular corporate job?
So, see, I think reason ये नहीं था because I was bored with my job. Reason ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं था कि so escapism should not be turned into an entrepreneurship. When there's a problem, you really feel connected with the problem, and that problem is large enough for the society, for the ecosystem to be addressed, and you know the solution, and you believe that no one else can solve it better than you. Then it is the time for you to put all your effort and energy to solve it. So and it becomes a very simple agenda for me. Initially, I had encountered a problem statement. I was aware that I have a complete domain expertise in this particular problem statement, and I really want to solve it and not stuck my my learnings and my everything to a simple role or to a limited role itself. And that made me switch from an MNC to a startup thing itself, because startup journey is never gonna be easy. So if you think that startup is gonna make you rich, please don't come to the startup. Don't start another company, because that agenda will be destroyed in the next for a few months itself. So you have to believe in what you are doing. You have to believe in the problem which you are addressing and solving for it. And if you are a people's person, you want to see a smile while you're doing it, then startup is the place for you.
So, आपने स्टार्टअप जर्नी की बात करी, उस पे हम अपने आगे के सेगमेंट में आएंगे, बट उससे पहले मैं जानना चाहूंगी, जैसे like if we talk about your product Verismart, which is the blockchain technology behind Digiyatra also. So how you really got this opportunity, और आप कैसे डिजी यात्रा से जुड़े, अगर आप मुझे वो जर्नी बता सकें.
So we, as a very smart, we were always addressing one part of the problem statement, which is sector agnostic. This problem statement is around how we can bring in a privacy compliant data interoperability. So if you would see on a larger landscape, there are, let's say, larger enterprises who wants to work together. Okay, but the challenges are that they cannot share data with each other, considering the privacy laws, considering the data leakages, data thefts, and other things of it. Because you, as a first-party data, you can still protect your consumer from that data abuse, but you cannot trust the third party on it. So how you can still want to, make that data grow stronger in the ecosystem? This is where the idea came in. That how multiple or hundreds of companies can work together without the need of transferring data to each other. So we were solving this problem majorly for the banks, telecoms, OTA platforms, and other set of e-commerce players itself. And then Digiyatra happened to us. So it started very small. Again, small acts make a big journeys. So we started with a Airport Authority India challenge, which goes back in year 2018-19. Okay, and we won that challenge, and the challenge was around bringing in one travel ID in the India ecosystem. So we did the pilot. We won the first RFP floated for this particular thing, and that made us the blockchain infrastructure behind the Digiyatra. Why blockchain? Why it could have been done the other way around? Because again, there were multiple stakeholders. There's an airport, there's an airline, there's a security staff. All of these operate out of different identity silos. How, without the need of sharing your face ID, without storing the face or biometric at the airport, at the airline, you can operate it as an individual. So it's a sovereign identity where all your data resides on your handset. It is only being shared after your consent and for a limited duration of 24 hours. And after that, this entire data goes purged across the ecosystem. So at the end, your data is within your hands, within your mobile, when you download a Digiyatra app, and rest of the things are not only the traces are there, but there's no data of yours residing at the airport or the airline once you have taken the travel journey.
Okay, so Saurabh, personally, I have also used Digiyatra, and I'm sure most of my viewers also have used Digiyatra. बट जब हम इस तरह के एप्स यूज करते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में अक्सर ये चीज रहती है कि हम अपना डेटा किसी के साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं. डेटा सिक्योरिटी इज अ बिग कंसर्न टुडे. और अभी जिस तरह से आपने पूरा प्रोसेस मेंशन किया, सो इज इट रियली पॉसिबल टू नॉट शेयर द डेटा एंड स्टिल प्रोसेस? लाइक, इज इट रियली पॉसिबल?
See, point is data sharing. You have to understand two part of it. What is a part of PII and sensitive data, and what is a non-PII or non-sensitive data. अगर आप जब आप फूड एप्स पे ऑर्डर करने जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे आप एड्रेस शेयर करते हैं, ठीक है. अब एक फुलफिलमेंट पार्टनर है, एक रेस्टोरेंट है. क्या रेस्टोरेंट को आपको मोबाइल नंबर पता होना चाहिए? नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने स्विगी को अपना फर्स्ट प्लेटफॉर्म चूज किया है वो डेटा देने के लिए. तो स्विगी को वो डेटा पहले होता था कि बिफोर द प्राइवेसी लॉस दे यूज्ड टू पास ऑन दिस डेटा so that you could have a direct one-to-one interaction with a restaurant owner and restaurant itself. But in this particular case, only they need the address for the fulfillment. They need not your ID credential. They need not have gender. They need not have your phone number as well. So this is a very small example. When you go to the larger enterprises, they have a different data attributes. These data attributes all need not to be shared with other third party, but only our limited data access management across the entire ecosystem for the service fulfillment is something which is being defined. So all of this is being automated. अब जैसे कि हमने एक एग्जांपल लिया डिजीयात्रा का. डिजीयात्रा के केस में आप ये समझिए कि जब आपने ट्रैवल जर्नी कंप्लीट कर ली है, वो डेटा एयरपोर्ट के पास भी जरूरत नहीं है, वो एयरलाइन के पास भी जरूरत नहीं. And since your face biometric is being involved, no one wants to store that data over a on-frame systems itself. तो इसलिए उसकी अथॉरिटी, उसकी ऑथेंटिसिटी और वो सब कुछ इंश्योर करने के बाद इट इज बीइंग रिसाइडिंग इन योर ऐप इटसेल्फ. आप जब परमिशन देते हैं 24 घंटे पहले, या whenever you are flying, you pass a consent that please allow me entry to Digiyatra gates. That's the point where it takes the data from you and it holds it for that specific duration and then purge it. So data access management on alternative set is very important, and that's what the blockchain is being used to automate it.
आप एक एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं और आपने स्टार्टिंग में ही एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की चैलेंजेस और उसको किस तरह से कंटिन्यू रखा जाए विदाउट लाइक बाय ओवरकमिंग द चैलेंजेस. तो अगर मैं आपकी एज अ यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर आपकी जर्नी से कुछ लर्निंग्स अपने एस्पायरिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए लेना चाहूँ, सो व्हाट विल बी दोस 3 की लर्निंग्स?
So what I always believe, there's always good and bad moments in our entrepreneurs, and more bad moments. I tell you very frankly, and so perseverance is one key factor. How committed you are to the problem statement which you are addressing, or to your customers, is one thing. So perseverance really plays a big role. Second important aspect is how much disciplined you are, because when there's a bad day, showing it up at the office without having a commitment to without having a commitment of, if you are not there, then still the things will function, but you showing it up adds a motivation to your rest of the team, to the organization itself. So showing up, be disciplined, and keep focusing on how you are addressing those challenges. Third important aspect is build a strong team. See, entrepreneurship is a leader backed by a strong team. If you are a leader, your first opportunity or your first task is to build a strong team. And when I say strong team, does not mean only your business development team or technology team or something. It means your other ecosystem partners as well. It means your partners, it means your investors, it means a lot of the players itself. So as an entrepreneur, it's not about what all things you can do. It's about how you can make people to look in the same direction, march with the same vision, and make it executable.